Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's time to kit up another PaintGem mini in my PaintGem case. So if any of you remember when I kit up PaintGem insects, my decision wheel kept choosing PaintGem kits that had less than 30 colours. So I have saved them for this case, because it just works so much better. But I am kitting up now the Doggies mini set. This is one of the ones in older packaging. It came in older packaging, so it has an inventory sheet, but it doesn't have the stickers. So I think this is the last one without the stickers. So I do need to make these into stickers. So I'm going to put as close to the number as I can and as close to the letter as I can. Though I do still think, yeah, I am going to have to still cut these into two pieces. But I'm going to pop them through my sticker maker as one piece, because I think that will be easier than doing it as two. I also want to trim down my actual canvases. So let me get all the bits. So I'm going to chop off up here, because there is no point in making the top and the bottom of this sticky. And then this is a Xyron sticker maker. Hopefully I've got it straight enough. So it is going off a little bit. Hopefully I can still get the whole through thing and sticky. I've got most of it sticky. That's the only thing. When you feed it through this, if it doesn't go in straight in the first instance, then it can end up going a little bit AWOL. And of course the shorter one I made stickier. So yeah, this is just the little Xyron sticker maker. If I have a kit that has an inventory sheet but doesn't have, it's not already sticky, then these are ideal. It just makes all the back of them sticky. So when I take this top part off, this is the excess sticky, and the rest of it is on the back of that sheet. So let's get the second one off. And then it looks like we are fully on an alphabet for this one. Now, I do want to do the alphabet in order. In fact, no, I think it's actually going to be easier, because I need to split these stickers up to be able to get them to fit on the bottles. Rather than me muck something up and put the wrong colour with the wrong number, I think I'm just going to stick them on the bottles in order and then rearrange them afterwards, because that could definitely get confusing if not. So I'm cutting across each one, but not all the way through my sticker sheet, so that it does make it a little bit easier. So now, if I pop my letters on the top part, because I'm going to want to put my numbers on the bottom part. These are a bit big. I could just rewrite them and rewrite them with the letters and the numbers, but I do like it when I have the colour as the background. I find it's a little bit easier to locate them when they have the colours. Plus we do have quite a few beiges in this. Oh, we've got a few pinks. I guess we've got some dogs that may have their tongues sticking out, maybe. Because say this is the Doggies set. All the others I got at the same time all have the stickers in them, and the stickers are so much quicker. But this is the last of their old packaging, I think, when I got it. Everything that I've had since, any ones of the new releases or any of the restocks, are all their new stickers, which are amazing. Right, I've got a few of these that, of course, are overhanging. I feel like I need to cut these thinner as well, actually. Cut these sort of as thin as I can. And because of the way my sticker sheet's gone, it's going to be a little bit entertaining getting some of these off. But as long as I know what they are for when I dekit, that's when I'll need this. So I'm actually cutting twice per one of these because I'm making the numbers thinner. So the main thing I see on the bottles is the bit that I need. I will get to a point, hopefully soon enough, where I have a little bit of backing sheet left, because that'll be quicker. I have little tiny pieces where I can get my nail, but the one where I cut it correctly will definitely be easier. Just want to make sure that I do them in order and don't get my numbers muddled up. Make sure I get them on one at a time, otherwise I'm going to end up with dogs that don't look the right shades. And that's also why I'm doing one sticker sheet at a time, to not try and confuse myself any more than I probably already have. Getting a bit more of a sticker sheet now, so at least I can pull the stickers off a little bit easier. Actually, if I start cutting from this side, then let's see how many I can actually keep on the sticker sheet and make it quicker. See how far I can get before I end up cutting through it. Trying not to, but it's getting harder. It's getting harder to make sure I cut through the sticker, but not all the way through the sheet. There we go. So we've got 963, 3078, 3706. These aren't in DMC order or anything either. Got some greys, which you can imagine. You'll be able to see, I will show you the images that I've got soon for the Doggies set when I cut them. I like to trim my canvases so they're nice and straight before I start. Okay, that's one sticker sheet down. Let's get rid of the rubbish. Feel like I'm making some progress. Take my Doggy sticker off the front of my storage bag, so that can go back. And then for my second one, do the same again, but this should be a little bit quicker because I have at least the sticker sheets to be able to get my fingers around the stickers. Still kind of think it would have been quicker for me to just write them. Write them and stick them. These aren't the straightest and they're not looking the prettiest, but they will do the job that it is intended, which is to make sure I pick the right colours. And I say I will pop these in alphabetical order once I've put the numbers and maybe even the diamonds in, because the diamonds might be stored in the bag in this same way. So cut off my excess and then try and make the numbers skinny so they don't take up any more space on the bottles than they really need to, which is more, say, for de-kitting purposes than it is, well, it's for kitting up purposes as well as de-kitting, because it's only the DMC numbers that are on the bags. Make sure I start from the top. And at least having diamond painted for a while, I know that 415, for example, is a grey. So it's like a little check on the numbers that I definitely know. 996 is definitely a blue. So I know I've done it in the right order and not made a mistake. Would have been entertaining if I'd made a mistake. That's for sure. And then 819. There we go. I'm kind of glad I don't have to do that. Or at least I don't think I have to do that with any more of my PaintGem minis. I'm not sure if I have any really old sets left. I can't remember now. But here are all my diamonds. These are in bags. So I'm just going to start bobbing these in according to number. Of course, I didn't bring my dryer sheets in. And I haven't got myself a tray. Let me grab myself one of our trays with no lines. So these are the ones with no lines in. Don't need lines for the purposes of this. I just need something to collect them if required. And it looks like the diamonds are stored backwards to the numbers. So at least it was worth not changing all the letters into the right order until I've put the diamonds in, because this saves me looking all over the place for the right DMC number. So they're obviously done, is it by weight maybe? 06 to, oh no, there's not, there's a 0.05. I don't know what order they're stored, they decide to put them in. Ooh. And there is why I have a tray. Because otherwise I make a mess like that. I haven't always used a tray. Sometimes I go through phases of whether I use a tray or not. Because sometimes if I only drop a few, it's just as easy to pick them up off a desk as it is to pick them up out of a tray. But when I drop a lot, like I did last time, it is easier to have a tray. So we've got 436 and 996. Ooh, spot the doggy with the bright blue. Let's keep an eye out for that one when I get my canvases ready. Then we've got 762. And I love this case for taking diamond painting kits away with me. So much better. Right, we've got a little bit of static in this one, which is what's causing this last bit to not want to come out. This bag is 5.5 grams and it is very close to filling this, and we're getting static in the tray as well. But let's see if we can get enough. See, and that's sometimes why a tray doesn't work, because a tray's plastic, the bag's plastic, the diamonds are plastic, and that just makes static heaven. So all that's happened is I've ended up with the diamonds all over the desk. So I've wet my finger, which calms down the diamonds. It helps reduce the static and allow me to get most of them when they don't jump out again into the pot. Right, I'm going for I've got them all. Not fighting with any more. Excuse me. Right, 415. We've only got 4 grams of this one, so this one should fit in fine. So 5.5 grams, maybe a little bit more, is what I get away with in these pots. So I'm going to keep an eye out. Oh, it helps if I put the lid on straight. Going to keep an eye out for any that weigh more than that as I'm popping them in. I think 310 might weigh more than that. I've just spotted it in my little pile and it's looking rather full. 3862. Some lovely browns and beiges in this set. 310 is definitely bigger than a pot's worth. Then we've got 437. Yeah, we've got 10.7 grams in black, which means it should fit in 2. That should be enough to go in 2 pots. Oh, we've also got 3799. That's too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the ones that are less bags and then see how many extra pots I might need, because I could just keep them in the bag, but if I can get them into pots I would rather have them all in the case. So I'm going to keep bagging up and see how many I'm likely to need, and then I can grab my stickers out and sticker up just some pots with extras. Some pinks, doggies, noses, maybe tongues, maybe there's a little pink in some of the dogs. I actually can't remember all the dogs that were in this set, and that's why I'm leaving doing the canvases till last, because it gives me a chance to look over the ones that are actually in it. Oh, we've got a bag that's 5.6 grams. I might just try and get that one in. 3826. Let's try and get it in. If I can't, I'll leave the rest in the bag itself. But we did get one in that was 5.5 grams. Oh, helps if I don't tip them all into the tray. But yeah, we've got 5.6 grams. They've all gone in. In fact, they probably overfilled the 5.5 bag, because that actually looks fuller. This one's a 5.3 and that one to me looks fuller than the last bag. Though I've never run out of diamonds yet on a PaintGem Mini. I've always had more than enough diamonds for what I need, so I'm not too worried about that. Pick up the last 2 with my finger because it takes less time than tipping them up. Okay, 739. Ooh. Okay, there's a few more in that one. And a couple that fell on the desk. I've got a couple of hitchhikers in there. I've got a green and what looks like a lilac colour, trying to hitchhike their way. Oh, and then 5200 is also a big amount. That's showing as being 9 grams. So I'm definitely going to need some stickers for my pots, for my extras. So let's have a clear out and grab some stickers. I'm going to grab some round stickers. excuse me. Oh, that's got less on the sheet. These are all my offcut sheets that either haven't printed right or have printed with a mark on the page. So let's go for 3799 first. It says it's 6.5 grams. We'll find out whether I do need a pot for these before I write a label. I think I'm going to. Yes, we do have a little bit of static in the bag, but it's definitely not going to fit them all in. So I'll grab a second pot. Oh, actually, it's not too bad a static. They're not jumping. Just a few of them are having a little moment. But they're not having too much of a paddy. So 3, get my pen going, 3799. Let's bob that on there. And then we'll do 5200, which is the white. That's at 9 grams. So I think this one's definitely going to need a second bag. And what I do when I put them into the pots is, even though I have numbered these pots, just because who knows how long it'll be between me doing, you know, one of these PaintGem minis and potentially doing another one. I don't want to rely on my memory actually remembering what colours they are, though with the black and white it's often very easy. But with the grey, maybe not as much. When I have used up, if I do get round to using up this full pot, I'll swap the lids on the pots for the extras. So 310, I'm definitely going to need both. So let's just have both out from the off. I've not got any static, which is good. So get my first pot full. My second pot pretty much full as well. Say 10.7. We get 5 to 6 grams in each pot. And there we go. Oh, label sticker. 310. There we go. Diamonds are done. Put my stickers in my little sticker stash. And now it's the more fun part. Well, it's not fun cutting them all, but it is fun having a look at them all. So they do all come pre-cut. However, I think they're cut, they may be cut with a trimmer, or they may just be cut with scissors. I'm not sure. They just use big stickers. I don't know quite how the factory works. And they do come with very pale grey lines. I'm not sure if you can see that, but they do come with very pale grey lines. And occasionally you end up with a little bit of that line still showing. So I like to chop that off, because it's a lot easier to cut these when they're of course flat before diamonds go on them. So I eye it up for my first trim, and then I use the top of my trimmer. Sorry, I then use the top line of my trimmer to line up the rest. And some of them I'm cutting a little bit more off the top, because again I'm getting rid of that grey line that's their cutting guidance. But yeah, by trimming them all down now, it's a lot easier than dealing with them when they've got diamonds on, which you can still do, and I have done in the past with some of mine. But I found that now I've got into this habit, it's a lot better. The only thing that's annoying with doing it this way is the clear cover the little strips of the clear cover that get trimmed off. They seem to stick to my trimmer and want to stay there. And I can sometimes find them weeks later. And it's like, where did you come from? Oh, yeah, you're from a PaintGem mini set. So they're just all sticking to part of my trimmer. And of course, they get staticky. Some of these are so cute though. Here we go. We've got pink tongue, pink ears. Forgot about pink on the ears. We've got pink on the ears of the corgi as well. So pink is definitely coming about. I think I may have cut that side already. Oh, we've got a German Shepherd that's pleased to see us in the next one. Wagging tail. And you could, if you wanted to, cut these to a specific size. You can pay attention to where you're actually cutting. But I don't mind. They go in my display books as single pages. So you're never actually particularly lining them up. So as long as they are roughly the same, I'm happy. And if I stack these up, there might be the odd one that's a little bit taller or the odd one that's a little bit fatter. I'm fine with that because of the way I display them and because they go in the display book as single pages to turn. I'm fine with them being slightly different sizes as long as they visually, you know, at first glance, you think they look the same. They'll look the same when I turn the page in my display book. Close enough. Let me get rid of a few more of these static stragglers. Oh, we got a poodle. I've not seen a dog that looks like Luna, but she is a crossbreed, so I don't think we're going to have a dog that looks the same. Because this was also in the old set, in the old style packaging, I don't actually have a front cover and a back cover for these that tell me what each of the dogs are. So I will have to go on the website when I dekit to make sure that I give every dog the right name. Because while I know some, I don't know them all. So I think this one's a Scottish Terrier. I think that's a Scottish Terrier. Is that a Chihuahua? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know a huge amount about dog breeds. Okay, let's see how many of these little plastic strips I can get rid of and how many are going to haunt me for a while longer. See, they just appear from everywhere. So let's get rid of these. And I've just put them straight down into my big bin that I use for the shop because I don't fancy corralling them in a plastic bin to then try and move them to another bin. That one's all done. So that can go in the recycling part. Still got bits of plastic floating around on my desk. But here we go. The dogs are ready to be done. Quite a few. What have we got? 3, 4, 5. That's probably the closest. That's a spaniel by the looks of it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different dogs to do. The spaniel one probably does look the closest to Luna, but that's because she's crossed with a spaniel and she does have those ears. She does have those ears, but she's a lot smaller. So I'm going to pop those into there. I've still got room to pop myself a tray and a pen if I want to take this on travels with me. But that is another PaintGem mini set kit up. Once this one is done, I do have Safari lined up for this case as well. Basically, anytime the decision wheel picks one that is 30 colours or less, it gets saved for this case. Anything more than 30 colours goes into my other cases that I don't take on my travels with me because they've popped open on me far too often. But yeah, that's another set kit up. So thank you so much for joining me for this one. Can't wait to get these done and show you all what they look like. And I'll speak to you all again soon.